the Pope came out and he said we need peace and that Trump is warmongering and this you got to stop the war, which is what you would exactly expect from a man of the cloth.
Anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
Anti-Semitism. Yes. Par for the course.
Donald Trump didn't take that well. He went to his Truth Social and said Pope Leo is weak on crime.
What?
And terrible for foreign policy. He talks about fear of the Trump administration, but doesn't mention the fear that the Catholic Church and all other Christian organizations had during COVID when they were arresting priests, ministers, and everybody else for hoking. What is that?
Holding church services?
For holding church services, even when going outside and being 10 and even 20 feet apart. I like his brother, Louis, much better than I like him because Louis is all MAGA. He gets it. And Leo doesn't. I don't want a pope who thinks it's okay for Iran to have a nuclear weapon. I don't want a pope who thinks it's terrible that America attacked Venezuela, a country that was sending massive amounts of drugs to the United States. Even worse, emptying their prisons, including murderers, drug dealers, and killers into our country. And I don't want a pope who criticizes the president of the United States because I'm doing exactly what I was elected in a landslide to do, setting record low numbers in crime and creating the greatest stock market in history.
So what?
This is what he's saying. Leo should be thankful. As everyone knows, he was a shocking surprise. He wasn't on any list to be pope and was only put there by the church because he was an American and they thought that would be the best way to deal with President Trump.
God.
If I wasn't in the White House, Leo wouldn't be in the Vatican. Unfortunately, Leo's weak on crime, weak on nuclear weapons, does not sit well with me, nor does the fact that he meets with Obama sympathizers like David Axelrod, a loser from the left, who was one of those who wanted churchgoers and clerics to be arrested. Leo should get his act together as Pope, use common sense, stop catering to the radical left, and focus on being a great Pope, not a politician. It's hurting him very badly, and more importantly, it's hurting the Catholic Church, President Donald. So then they asked...
More than the other thing?
Right? Is it more than the other thing? So they ask him, hey, shouldn't you be apologizing to the Pope? And here's what he says.
Bishop Robert Barron supports you and your policies. He praises you for defending religious freedom.
Yeah.
He now says you owe Pope Leo an apology. Will you apologize?
No, I don't, because Pope Leo said things that are wrong. He was very much against what I'm doing with regard to Iran, and you cannot have a nuclear Iran. Pope Leo would not be happy with the end result. You have hundreds of millions of people dead, and it's not going to happen. So I can't. I think he's very weak on crime and other things. So I'm not. I mean, he went public. I'm just responding to Pope Leo. And his brother is a big MAGA person, and he's a great guy, Louis. And I said I like Louis better than I like the Pope.
That's like saying, I like Billy Carter more than Jimmy Carter.
We elected the wrong Carter. I've said it for years.
I like Billy Baldwin more than Alec. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You have to have law and order in our country, and that's what we have now. We have the lowest crime numbers we've had in a long time, despite the fact that many criminals were allowed into our country, but we've gotten a lot of them out. We've done a great job on crime. So we have the lowest murder rate in 125 years, since 1900, the lowest murder rate. So we believe strongly in law and order, and he seemed to have a problem with that. So there's nothing to apologize for. He's wrong. The other thing is he didn't like what we're doing with respect to Iran, but Iran is wants to be a nuclear nation so they can exterminate the world. Not going to happen.
Okay, so then... What's that?
Does Iran have a Samson option? I don't
nope,
remember
they
hearing
don't.
about
that. So they asked him again. Here he is on getting on a plane.
Why did you attack Pope Leo on Truth Social?
I don't think he's doing a very good job. He likes crime, I guess. He hit us. Think of it. He's worried about fear. What about the fear when the ministers and the priests and all of those great people that were arrested during COVID, and in many cases they're outside 10 feet apart and they were arrested? We don't like a pope that's going to say that it's okay to have a nuclear weapon. We don't want a pope that says crime is okay in our cities. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo. He's a very liberal person, and he's a man that doesn't believe in stopping crime. He's a man that doesn't think that we should be toying with a country that wants a nuclear weapon so they can blow up the world. No, I'm not a fan of Pope Leo.
He's no Bibi Netanyahu, I'll tell you that, in terms of tough on crime popes.
You're right. So here's Pope Leo. He responds to Trump. Let's listen.
I don't want to get into a debate with him. I don't think that the message of the gospel is meant to be abused in the way that some people are doing. And I will continue to speak out loudly against war, looking to promote peace, promoting dialogue and multilateral relationships among the states, to look for just solutions to problems. Too many people are suffering in the world today. Too many innocent people are being killed. And I think someone has to stand up and say, there's a better way to do this.
The Pope is supposed to do that. So I guess he did his job.
I guess so.
So he hates this Pope that did his job for once.
I guess so.
Well, you know, Trump, the fear of COVID, and boy, that was scary when they didn't know if they could have church because you had to stand 10 feet apart. Dark times, indeed. I guess they got more scared when Israel started blowing them up.
Yeah, how about when they started killing Christians, blowing up their churches? Does that bother him? No.
We know he's weak on crime because he hasn't condemned America outright as he should. So we know he's weak on crime in that regard.
So this is Khomeini. Khomeini says, respect for Jesus Christ is an indisputable, definite matter for Muslims. We condemn these insults directed at the holy figures of... So what he's talking about...
is they hate the Jews,
is
just
this.
like the Pope.
So Trump put this out.
What is disrespectful about that, Jimmy?
He's supposed to be Jesus Christ.
No, he thought.
So wait. So this is that's kind of blasphemous, right? Tucker went nuts on it. And so Khomeini says, respect for Jesus Christ is an indisputable, definite matter for Muslims. We condemn these insults directed at the holy figures of divine religions, including Jesus Christ. What happened after that? Trump took that down.
Oh. Did he portray himself as that? Or do you think, see, if I was Trump, I go, oh, my Jewish son-in-law made that because he don't know nothing better about it, you know? They don't get Jesus like that. Come on.
Wait a minute. Didn't Trump...
You know my son-in-law, Jared Kushner, he does my Twitters for me a lot. That's why they read like some crazy Zionist Jew wrote him and made it. It's crazy. You know, what do you want? I'm being blackmailed. I can't believe we have yet another soft on crime pope.
So this is what Donald Trump, he put out on Truth Social, and everybody's saying that's blasphemous, and people have their bush in a knot, as the saying goes, over that. And I have a bush too, by the way. And so that's everybody's saying it's blasphemous. Tucker went after him, the Pope, even Khomeini, right? We showed you this. Respect for Jesus Christ is an indisputable, definite matter for Muslims. Muslims do. They have like murals to Jesus, and
they like him better than our best friends Israel does.
They certainly like him way better than Israel. They certainly like Jesus way more than Israel does.
Yeah.
And so Donald Trump was asked about him doing this. Why did you put that picture of yourself out looking like Jesus? And here's his response.
Did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ?
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support. And only the fake news could come up with that one. So I just heard about it, and I said, how did they come up with that? It's supposed to be me as a doctor making people better, and I do make people better. I make people a lot better. As an example, the 11,000, I understand your husband's going through treatment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's going through some very serious cancer treatment, so
yes, sir.
This goes a long way.
Yes, sir, it sure does.
Yeah.
Did he do the tip thing? That's who he's talking to, right?
Yes, that's who he's talking to, the DoorDash lady, about the tips. So
he did do it.
So he did do that, but here it is. He's saying he thought he was a doctor,
and
not Jesus. That's his. And you know what?
Yeah, Red Cross. You know the Red Cross.
And then he took it down.
What?
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Well, that's fake news anyway. I mean, it was just a simple, and he's done so much for healthcare.
And
can you deny it?
Can you deny it? Yeah, he's done so much for healthcare. Remember his last
You can
famous
use your
words
tip
were,
money
"We can't
for healthcare.
We can't take care of people's healthcare. We can't take care of daycare. We got wars to run."
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, doctor. This is what Kurt says he should have posted.
Now name one offensive thing about that. I ask anyone. MAGA Mater Dei, and holding the sweetest baby there is.
Israel.
The most blessed little baby suckling from your teat. It's not his teat.
That's pretty funny.
And then you see in the background, little cherubs holding Epstein files.
Oh.
So he does to make sure he takes care of the baby.
And then there's the jets, the fighter jets, getting ready to kill people.
Yeah. I honestly thought this was a doctor.
So the Iran's doing some excellent trolling of Trump.
Mm.
And so here's their troll on Trump. Are you ready for this?
I will never give you up. The Strait of Hormuz must be shut. Blockade, blockade. In my head, just blockade. Please let the ships go through. Come on, at least a few. If you block me, then I block you. Blockade, blockade. I thought this was easy peasy. Blockade. Now MAGA and Melania leave me. Blockade. Surrender is beneath me. Blockade, blockade. I think soon I get impeached.
Snickers for Linkshander.
They're doing some excellent trolling on Trump, Elver, and Iran.
Oh, my God. I didn't think they need to put that picture of Liberty and Levin at the end there like that.
If you'd like to hear my jokes about Donald Trump and the Strait of Hormuz and everything else, come see me this Sunday in Las Vegas, May 7th in Burbank, California, and then Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Spokane, and Tacoma. Come see me on tour in Las Vegas, Burbank, California, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, Spokane, and Tacoma, Washington. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Hey, antibiotic-resistant bacteria, a.k.a. superbugs, they're killing 1,600 Australians a year, more than road accidents. So click here to understand the consequences of antibiotics and how to protect yourself.